Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we're here to nourish our souls. I'm Nora, the host of this program, Thoughts by Joanna, Angelis, and Divaldo Franco. In this amazing book, this pair, right? They are super duper coaches, counselors for us. A lot of these lessons are more about the practice, so we know, but we just got to put them into action. Today's studies, it's really powerful. And just a quick reminder, we are in that part of conscious and health, which is like the middle section of the book. And these reflections, these messages are for us to kind of think, how does this come into tune with my health and my conscience, right? So let us begin today. Joanna and Divaldo say, never collect the toxic waste of resentment, hatred, or bitterness in your heart and mind, as it will cause you unforeseen harm. You are what you make of yourself. So, this here is so powerful because we've all experienced being in toxic environments and toxic experiences, places, and situations, right? Um, and the big question here, the big statement is, what are we doing to make of ourselves when we are in a situation that could bring that possibility? What are we collecting? Are we getting rid of the waste, or we're actually carrying it along, right? And this beautiful quote encapsulates the profound truth about the power of our thoughts and emotions, right? To fully embrace it, friends. Let's kind of break it down into maybe three actionable steps, not that they're the only ones, but to kind of guide us a little bit into what we can do, right? So the first thing we can think of is release those negative emotions. So this first step is to release the toxic waste of resentment, hatred, or bitterness. Because holding on to these negative emotions is like carrying a heavy burden that drains our energy and clouds our judgment. So, one way to really be in this active state of releasing negative emotions is to practice forgiveness. In the book, Four Agreements by Miguel Ruiz, right? Page 59, second chapter, second agreement is don't take anything personally. Because really, when we don't take anything personally, we really are kind of in a state of forgiveness, first to ourselves and also into others, friends. Let us reflect on this as we read these quotes from this section. There is a huge amount of freedom that comes to you when you take nothing personally. You become immune. Someone can intentionally send emotional poison, and if you don't take it personally, you will not eat it again. Here, as Joanna says, this toxic waste, what are we doing? Are we collecting it or letting it go? And this one here, just to kind of wrap up, right? Practicing forgiveness helps you to break the habits and routines that trap you in the dream of hell and cause needless suffering. This is a very metaphorical statement for us to kind of even imagine a state that we can put ourselves in. Do we want to be in that hell or this toxic place and give ourselves a suffering that is not needed? So, again, by practicing forgiveness, little by little, friends, we work our ways through this. The second step or second thing we can do to fight off this is to cultivate positive thoughts, right? In other words, we can replace negativity with positivity. Let us think of this idea. Our mind is like a garden. What we plant and nurture will grow. In this book, Divaldo and Joanna, again, The Psychology of Gratitude, let's think about how can we cultivate positive thoughts? Well, now it's to practice gratitude. On page 59, we have some powerful statements for us to kind of think about this as we're working towards this step. Joanna says, Divaldo, gratitude is the subtlest of psychotherapies for ailments afflicting societies, which consist in great part of infirm spirits. When individuals are capable of offering it unpretentiously and spontaneously, they produce a psychic environment of harmony that is self-beneficiary as well as advantageous to those around them. Gratitude must become a natural habit in the mature behavior of all human beings. It requires training to achieve such state, a daily practice due to the constant presence of the shadow and so forth. Friends, this is amazing because here we have this, very spiritist idea for us to remind ourselves that we are in a world of their spirits, right? And energy. And when we are practicing gratitude, right, in these environments or in these situations, we're working those shadows out. We're getting rid of that toxic waste that is unnecessary. And we're working towards this till it become love that says spontaneously, right? Till it becomes something that really roots and from us. And maybe in the beginning, in certain situations, a little rough, we have to be more conscious of it, and then before we know it, it's just happening. It's like learning. We learn something new. We kind of have to first to be very conscious, step one, step two, but then, right, we go through this. So in thinking about this, it is doable, right? And to show ourselves grace, because we know if we need to practice, it's it's a lifelong learning, which takes us to the next thing, right? The final step, right? Take responsibility for our growth. So we are what we make of ourselves, which is what Joanna states. So now, what are we doing of this? So our thoughts and actions and attitudes really shape our reality. And this idea, how to commit to lifetime learning. There's this beautiful book by Sarah Young, and oh my, it's so gorgeous. These are just devotional prayers. Jesus listens. Friends, to commit to lifelong learning means we're going to be in a situation, trials, tribulations, challenges, and it's going to be tough sometimes. But when we understand that this commitment is not about us, but walking with Jesus, right? It becomes such a great release, and it's not about us anymore, but about being a team players. Let's read this beautiful prayer. Jesus, my guide, help me to go gently through this day, keeping my eyes on you. I ask you to open up the way before me as I take steps of trust along the path of life, with you as my guide. Sometimes the way before me appears to be blocked. I've discovered that if I focus too much on the obstacle or on searching for a way around it, I'm likely to go off course. So I need to stay focused on you, the shepherd who is leading me along my life journey. If I keep my eyes on you, the obstacle will be behind me before I know it, and I may not even understand how I passed through it. This is an important secret of success in your kingdom. Though I remain aware of the visible world around me, I want to be primarily aware of you. When the road before me looks rocky, I know I can trust you to get me through that rough path. No matter what is happening, your presence with me enables me to face each day with confidence. In your encouraging name, amen. What a beautiful prayer. We commit to lifetime learning, knowing we're not on this alone. We have Jesus, right? Our shepherd guiding us through this and helping us to be in good places. And just to end with this in the Spirit's book, in the very beginning part, there's beautiful before the questioning. There's something that one of the spirits leaves for us that I think is so important, because this this lesson today is tough, but we can do it. And the spirits say, do not be discouraged by critics. You will encounter malicious detractors, especially those with interests lie in maintaining existing maltreatments, those whose interests lie in maintaining existing maltreatments and exploitations. You will even encounter opponents among spirits, because those who are not fully detached from the physical world often work, either motivated by malice or ignorance, to scatter seeds of doubt. Believe in God and boldly forge ahead. We will be with you to support you every step of the way, and soon the truth will shine like a great beacon, spreading light to every corner of the earth. So we can imagine this, friends, right? Imagine this light instead of being in these environments of toxicity, right? Of resentment. We can be in light. We have so much support. but it's on us, right? It is on us. That is today's lesson. Beautiful, beautiful. Friends, until next week, same place, same time. Let us remember that we are loved. Bye, friends.